Hi, my name is Geeta Sidhu-Robb and I'm the CEO and founder of Nosh Detox Delivery. Today I want to talk about middle-age spread. Well, middle age anyway. The thing about middle age is I'm not really sure anymore when that comes. It sort of used to be around 35, 40, 50, because then you were old by 60. Whereas the way that we live now, actually middle-age spread does come still 35, 40, but we're not getting old till we're 70. So you've got that bit in the middle where you've got to walk around with a little pot belly, which is massively distressing. And the thing about so-called middle-age spread is that actually it does not move. It's literally trying to lose your last 10 pounds is impossible. Why? Because it doesn't go with diet. It doesn't go away with exercise. It doesn't go away with starvation. It doesn't go away with any of that stuff. And there is a reason for this. When you have got that 10 pounds, that just doesn't actually go away. That 10 pounds that no matter what you do, nothing is going to shift it. The reason for that is because it isn't so much about your diet. It actually is so much about your stress levels. Because when you get stressed, I talk about stress a lot, but it's because I know a lot about it, but also because the majority of my clients come in, and I don't know if you live like this, but the majority of my clients are people that work really, really hard, have a huge amount of responsibility, they have huge deadlines for deliverables, and they are just responsible for a hell of a lot of stuff in their life. And the more shit you get responsible for in life, the more stressed you get because you've got to deliver on every level. And going home actually does not make this any easier because I have a whole bunch of stuff I'm responsible for at work. And as soon as I walk in the door of my house, let me tell you that I have a whole more bunch of stuff that I'm responsible for that has gone nowhere while I've been gone. So I end up in the place where the only place I literally think I have no stress is somewhere very quiet in my bathroom, but don't tell anybody because that's where I go and hide out. People would be like, why are you having 7-hour baths? I'm like, oh, well, it feels nice and safe in here. I'm not getting out of here. Okay, 7 might be a small exaggeration. So the thing with stress, what happens with stress is that when you get stressed, your body uses up adrenaline. But you have small, effective, limited store of adrenaline. So when your adrenaline gets used up, your body then calls on cortisol to keep pumping through your system in order to keep you going because that's what it thinks that you need because you're stressed. So it needs you to have enough energy to basically run from the dinosaur. But your energy for running from the dinosaur is actually causing a rise in blood sugar levels in your body because you need the sugar to provide the energy to be able to run. But the more and more blood sugar levels go up, the more insulin you have to produce in your body in order for the glucose to be used up, to be rebalanced, and your blood sugar levels come back to normal. But that's what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to rise, the insulin comes up, breaks down the sugar, it goes down. Now, when you constantly stay in fear and flight, that doesn't happen. Not only is that not happening, but your insulin is affecting leptin, which is the hunger hormone. It kind of tells you when you're hungry and when you're not hungry anymore. But because this is now being thrown out of whack, because your cortisol is there, your insulin is going up, your leptin is being affected, you start to crave comfort food. And for the majority of us, comfort food is carbs. So you're sitting there, you've got the cortisol going through, you've got your blood sugar levels going up, you've got your insulin going up, which has its own issues, and you start to crave carbs. And you're sitting there with your body thinking, eat bread, eat biscuits, eat sugar, because it desperately needs you to replace all that glucose that it's been using. So the cravings come as well. And you will sit there and people will say to me, I had 1 biscuit. And when I looked around, I'd eaten 20. Have you had that happen to you? This is why it's happening. So how do we fix it? Now, you cannot fix this by not buying biscuits. I know you want to, but it doesn't work like that. The only way to fix middle-age spread, the only way to start fixing middle-age spread is to start with managing your stress levels. Your body doesn't care if it's good stress or it's bad stress. It just knows it's stress. But you need to start managing your stress levels. Now, your stress levels will come in you will reduce them in a couple of ways. One has to be movement. I have cats. I don't know if you've ever seen a cat when you take it to the vet and it wants to kill you. But when you put it in the vet, it starts to shake because it's got this excessive adrenaline it's trying to get rid of. Your body needs the same thing. In order to get rid of all that excessive energy that you've got, that you've not had to use because it's been an emotional stress, you need to move. The movement will do a start to reducing the level of cortisol, and it will reduce the way in which you manage stress in your system. The second way is increase the amount of fat in your system. You do need to really raise the level of fat, because what it does is it helps your liver to manage the process and the whole insulin journey much better. It keeps you full for longer, and it stops sugar spikes happening in your system. Your body feels safer for longer with good quality fats. And I'm talking the normal standard avocado, coconut, nuts, seeds. The third way is take up some kind of ritual that enables you to self-calm during the day. For me, when I was trying to understand how to manage my stress, one of my mentors said, just take 10 minutes every hour. I'm like, what do you mean take 10 minutes every hour? Do you know how long 10 minutes is? It is super long when you're sitting there doing nothing. It took me forever to learn how to do that. Eventually, I calendared it in my phone. So my phone will go off and say, take 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll be like, I haven't got time. But more often than not, I'll exhale, I'll sit somewhere, I'll stare into space, I'll go for a walk, but I'll do something which helps me to stop. And that, can you feel this? The calming in that energy. That calming in the energy is what lowers your blood sugar levels, it reduces your cravings, and it makes you rebalance again. So, homework, what 3 things can you do today that will help you to actually switch out of fear and flight and into rest and restore, and actually bring your whole energy and temperature of you as a person right down so you feel calm? Write and tell me what you did, and leave a comment at the bottom of the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Join our channel. And also, if you want to know more about me, my name's Geeta Sidhu-Robb, and I'm on noshdetox.com.